Banned.
But they're going blind. Oh yeah, it's already banned out.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So here's the thing, for Team Spirit, we're just guessing that's probably Freya gonna be in the goal. I feel like the tricky part is really the jungler, and AE is really holding on to this going to the final second here.
Oh.
Team Spirit are not hiding their picks. These are going to the roles you expect, right? Mid, gold, roam in order. What does one shot pick up? A lot of the easy assassins are still out there. What does the kid Bomba pick up? There's the Alice, there's the Hayabusa.
Oh. This is a bit of a bizarre comp, I'm not gonna lie. There is a little bit of like anti-synergy to a certain degree, but at the very least, if TS is able to find that first initial kill, especially first blood, right? First blood, maybe a double kill if we're lucky. I think that one shot might be able to hard carry this game, but this is under the assumption that he finds it, right? Because AE, a majority of their members, if they just play the lane relatively safe, or more so, don't force too many ganks until level 4, he should be all right.
AE wins big fights. Spirit wins when it comes to little skirmishes. They like the man fight, is what we're trying to read into this. But we still don't know where the Guinevere is going. This could change everything.
Come on, give us something, Alter Ego. Give us an idea, and there we have it. It's gonna go straight into the jungle Gator as a means to clear up that mid lane without having to deal with this Khalid too often.
Second series of the day. It was quite an interesting draft overall. Before we jump into the land of Dawn, this is Trex. Joined with me is Mirko and Brigida. Speaking of the draft, Brigida, how are you feeling about it?
It feels very brawly with the amount of fighters we're seeing and the unexpected, I'd say, sequence in which we saw them draft for game number 1. I completely agree. There could be a lot of snowball potential coming in for Alter Ego, but just the same, Team Spirit, it's impossible for them to not know that this is a scaling lineup or that it'll take some time before they can go fully online. So I think they will be playing this relatively carefully.
Oh, already some good damage on to one shot there.
Yeah.
Testing waters.
That was deep, man. A deep test. That was a dive.
Hold on, a little more. Everyone should be okay at this point. I like what Leo said. Literally, everyone has some piece of crowd control on Alter Ego Esports. Yeah. And that means not only are they going to be great at engaging because they have some amazing divers, but they also have great deterrence. They have the ability to stop the dives from Team Spirit in their tracks. If Sawo goes too deep, it could be dangerous. One shot could end up getting caught off. I think as long as Alter Ego can kind of survive this early aggression of Sunset Lover and Sawo, you know, the early laning phase, they're going to be in a very comfortable place.
Look at Yazuke. Really looking for the play here, but TS are playing it safe in the mid lane.
Yeah. Even for the Master Assassin pickup here for Hiko on the Freya, though we see how good or how well Arfi is managing the lane. So you can't really feel it just yet. Hold on.
Wow, spatial migration with Valor Requiem straight up. Yazuke, first blood on the Guinevere.
Yeah, I think that was mentioned by our panel earlier. This is such a great start for Alter Ego, granted that they got first blood.
Hey.
Oh, what?
Harpy's good. He's good. Continue.
Okay, yep. So that will be a really good start for Alter Ego. Now we see them positioning themselves first on the turtle. Nino, though, can he get traded here? I think he's going to be all right.
Yep, just a throw in a ruin. That's the damage put back onto Bomba by Nino. Blink away, Yazuke securing turtle number 1 up top. Solo kill! Arfi on the Esmeralda.
Alter Ego already kicking things off quick. And we talked so much, I mean, I feel like the past few days has been so much about early aggression, controlling the laning phase, and Alter Ego already has that, a turtle plus 2 kills and a 1.3k gold lead.
So that's the answer, I would say. Why go for the Guinevere early and set up the Esmeralda flex so that the Freya gets cooked? That was a shadow kill onto Alec, but he just pops it and revitalizes. Yazuke wants to go more. AOG from Alec into the Violet Requiem and the falling Star Moon from Arfi.
Even without the spatial migration, it did not matter. They had other ways to set up for the Violet Requiem, and one shot being the target couldn't get any better for Alter Ego. A real-world manipulation.
Yep.
Nino does get away safely, and this is what I mean with there's such a great level of engage and disengage from Alter Ego Esports. They have the full package. I really think that Sora should have got banned on the side of Team Spirit in second phase. I had a feeling it was going to get picked up right up front. and it's just going to work so clean in so many of these fights, especially in Nino's hands.
Yeah, this is going to be terrifying though. It's an early 2-0 for Arfi on the Esmeralda. So regardless of whichever build he decides to go for, and looking at the damage output you could expect from Team Spirit, it's not going to be easy for them to deal with Arfi when he gets to rotate constantly out of his lane, which he's likely able to do from this point onwards, because look at how much he stopped Hiko.
There's no shred right now for Team Spirit. The way they actually get through Arfi is if they throw enough bodies. Then maybe in 5v1, you can actually take him down. But if it's a 5v5, again, Radiant Sandstorm defensively here. For Sao, he knows the amount of pressure that Alterego have, the kill threat on the map.
Yeah, and that's 6 seconds before the turtle. And Hiko could barely do anything against this Esmeralda. That doesn't land to Kid Bomba, but this is pretty much clear that Alterego are already in control of this upcoming objective. But still, one shot, he can contest if he wanted.
Oh, all in again. Spatial Migration with Violet Requiem. He's able to get away, but Sawo's on him right now. He goes for it. One shot wins out the red 3 battles. Nino is on to Bomba. Sawo caught in the midst of it all. Now there is Nino to the skies, but Bomba with the chase on the blink. Sunset Lover with the Lantern Flare. Alec gonna be picked up, thrown back around. No AOG. No Revitalize. Unbreakable gets him out to safety, and Sunset cannot put in enough damage.
Team Spirit finally take home a little dub there. They get the turtle, they get a kill, not only just a kill, but a kill onto Yasuke.
Yeah.
Taking a look at the items though, Brigida, what are we seeing?
Yep, there's an early Sea Halberd for Hiko, no choice. You have to find ways to deal with this. There's a 1k gold lead in favor of Arfi, so he definitely has to have some sort of response. But at least what we're seeing from Team Spirit is that One Shot is not as behind as you would expect him to be. He, as the Hayabusa, gets to focus on the farm. Yasuke needs to coordinate with his team, and I guess that's a bit of a difference between the two junglers that we're seeing. Team Spirit can still focus on what they want, but that's a spatial migration.
Yeah, and a Battle Requiem to follow. Sawo Raging Sandstorm defensively. And that's it. The thing is, right, like, Sawo can't rotate to Hiko, because like there's no pressure to be relieved against an Esme. There's no threat for the Khalid.
Yeah, Yasuke, I think Yasuke is going to have to be careful though for as we move forward, which we saw in that last hurdles. When you commit to that Violent Requiem, if One Shot is still there ready with a shadow kill, can come in after, highly damage you. Bomba comes in, the shred does finally lock in, and Yasuke may end up just being the target, especially if they're able to kind of bait him in. RWM comes down though.
Yeah, the watch out landed there. The taunt can be cancelled out by the pickup on the Lantern Flare, but One Shot won't go for the commitment, and it's a free turn up top. Yasuke, a bit aggressive there. Walks up to the bush thinking Sawo was on the edge.
Yeah. That's where you see that there is indeed no shred just yet. That was Alec who they tried to fight against. Also Hijume, who was also there, forced to use the real-world manipulation. But even then, not even Hijume looked like an ideal target for Team Spirit. Not at least for now. So it will be taking a bit more time, not unless it's One Shot who's actually able to provide the follow-up. But he'll be starting the turtle first instead.
All right. It's Hiko holding on to it. Lantern Flare coming in the back line. Sawo able to bait out the spatial migration with the help of Bomba as RP goes for falling star move, but that's going to be the One Shot retribution onto the turtle. Nino walking in the back line. Sunset Lover going to be caught. Kid Bomba will fall. Sunset will be taken out by Nino all alone there. And now it's Alterego with a 3-for-1.
Arfi will be a problem this game, and overall it just feels like lane for lane for lane. Alterego won out in this draft.
Uh-oh. What a taunt, reading the quad shadow movement, but he has the last one there. Yasuke, though, will take the orange buff away from One Shot.
Honestly, Arfi already is a massive problem for Team Spirit at this point. You could see it in terms of the gold lead. He's already completed 2 items on his way. Another one, Sawo!
Yeah, that's painful. The Unbreakable doesn't land, but there's not much damage they can deal back. Sunset having a Crimson Beacon outside of the spatial migration. Arfi thrown back at them. That's good for Arfi. He's so tanky, and there's no one who can take his damage.
Yeah, even despite Team Spirit constantly being the ones to take away the objectives, it doesn't matter for Alterego anymore. They just get to freely go for the team fights afterwards, and they always win it out.
You know, we saw those items earlier, and Arfi has about almost a 2,000 gold lead over Hiko right now. Finished Oracle, was moving into Dominance Ice. I mean, there literally is nothing that can hurt Arfi. And the problem is Hiko's supposed to kind of be that shred, right? You're supposed to be able to get your kind of fighter Trinity build in there and be able to bully through. And at a certain point, I don't know if that's ever really going to be able to pop off because like Mirko said, there's nothing to really lock Arfi down for long enough. Finally, Warax does come in, Sea Halberd, so no, not even going. That's a slightly different build than what we would normally see, isn't it?
I mean, that's a poor Freya, dude. It's a different Freya to what we've seen before. So yes, a different path.
What, corrosion?
Yeah, he wanted to go for the Sea Halberd because he needs to deal damage to Arfi, but by the time he got the Sea Halberd, Arfi's already too tanky, dude.
Yeah, and by the way, Yazuke also got his hands on the Winter Crown, so you could expect more plays to come in for Alter Ego. Plays that Team Spirit could barely control. Because again, we just go back to the entire idea of maybe they can rely on Sawa with the Raging Sandstorm, maybe Kid Bomba with the Throne of Ruin, but once you use those spells, it's almost over.
Bomba might have gone in way too early. Raging Sandstorm from Sawa. No follow coming down as Yasuke is able to get out with the Spatial Migration clone, and now it's going to be Nino in the backline with the AOG as well from Alec. One shot bomb into the Shadow Kill, Throne of Ruin into the backline. RWM coming down as Kid Bomba's caught in the midst of it all. Still Sunset Lover in there, going for the Lancer Flare, and the Freya is doing a ton of damage. Bomba goes back on Yasuke, takes him down, but Arfi is still full HP. Man's on a killing spree, timing and determined against Hiko and Sawo. He's taking these 3 Spirit members on all alone.
Arfi, the monster. We thought it was going to be Nino versus Bomba, but right now it's Arfi versus Kid Bomba in a 1v1. 2 tanky people, and I gotta say, Kid Bomba was the one that made that fight kind of swing into
what is this?
It's literally just a slap box.
What is this?
At this point.
We're following them. Oh, he gets help from Sawo. But yeah, I was supposed to say, Team Spirit, they too, in their own way, are actually a very tanky lineup. They have a very tanky duo in the form of Sawo and Kid Bomba, and I think that's what allowed them to prolong and extend that team fight, much to a point where Alter Ego couldn't really fight back anymore, because you see the conditions that they have to tick. You have to land at least your combos, you have to see the knockups come into play, or at least find the right target so that you could reduce some of the pressure from Team Spirit. But at that moment, I don't think they were able to find any. It was also a very aggressive call for Nino to just go lightning form and try to damage the people in the backline when in fact they were being really well protected. So they found no other way to counterattack. Oh no.
Purify out already. Sunset Lover knows he needs to keep the Crimson Beacon up, but that's a big resource, and Bomba looks like he's going to be poked down by Hijime with the Void Blast, and Arfi as well. Man, 3 members on him. He's going to go to the mid lane, utilizing the wave for sustain.
Bomba's also almost impossible to kill at this point. Yeah. He's one of the 1 members on the team that it took a while for him to get a death onto him. He's been able to farm pretty freely. When we looked at the gold spread, he's not that far behind, honestly, compared to at least the rest of his team. And if Team Spirit wants to win this out, a lot it's going to be how much can Kid Bomba divide the enemy team so that Hiko in 1 shot can pop off.
Yeah, and I feel like Arfi knows fully well that he has to do the exact same thing. He's been doing a great job at cutting the waves, but now they've put their attention towards him.
I don't think they'll have enough damage to take him down, dude. And I think Team Spirit identified that too. They were like, all right, let's go. Never mind.
Yeah.
Same dude.
Oh.
Sawo in a little bit of trouble here.
Uh-oh, baits out the Spatial Migration. Sawo to flicker around. Now goes for the healing as Nino's already used the ultimate. Valkyrie Descent coming down now as that's going to pick up with the Crimson Beacon and Lancer Flare over on Nino, but look at the Lord. It's being taken right now to Spatial Migration. Yasuke gets away. Bomba has gone control over the Lord Pin. Alec trying to look for the angle right now to open up. RWM coming down with AOG as well. 1 shot going in. Hits away! Steals away the Lord! 1 shot falls. He going back trying to survive now up against Nino, but Bomba's doing the same thing as Sawa was able to pick up Yasuke and Nino!
And down goes Team Spirit.
Yeah.
Alter Ego take the Lord. Sawo's on the run. Arfi! He's a god!
5-0-4. He's immortal without the immortality.
How could you actually put down this hero? I mean, you could say the same for Kid Bomba. He dealt so much pressure there. Made sure Yasuke was zoned out of retribution range, and there was a really good follow-up from the other members of Team Spirit as well. But now that you're seeing how they freely took away that objective and how they split up the fight in such a way that favored them, now they have the 7K gold lead in their hands.
You know, I never liked the movies Immortals, personally, but Arfi right now is proving me wrong. He's the new main character right now of Alter Ego Esports. And this guy is showing up. Bomba trying to do the same thing, but right now Arfi's just doing a little bit better. And the Lord steal from Hijume.
RWM, this time the Crimson Beacon, Kid Bomba would have thrown a ruin. That's Yasuke with a spatial migration of Alterego, but Alex going to be taken very low. AOG locking Higo down, raging Sandstorm from Sawo. Bomba still never at all. One shot is able to get the shadow kill to take Yasuke down. It's still Nino throwing those bombs down, but now it's going to be him picked up onto the turret. One shot, able to get a double as Bomba is still in there. This time with Hiko. Falling Star coming down, one shot with a shadow kill. Gets a triple, gets out. That's Hiko taken out as well. Sunset Lover tries to get RP off of him, but he just can't stop moving. Meanwhile, Bomba!
It's literally the Bomba Arfi show. Both of them taking out the other mid laners. At this point, it's can your teammate survive my backline attack or better?
They're always the last two people left standing after a team fight. Well, at least in this scenario, there hasn't been much, or there hasn't been a wipeout whatsoever between these two teams just yet. It's been a 2-4-3 trade that's been happening, or that's happened so far. But everything still seems under control for Team Spirit, so long as they have Kid Bomba as the anchor of these extended team fights that Alterego themselves too seemingly are starting to have a difficulty to deal with.
All right, so at this point, the Lord's going to be up in about 30 seconds. Taking a look at the items. We are reaching crunch time. It's not a huge gold lead, and as we get closer to maxed out items, it's going to be who just plays this better. Hiko is finally online. He did finally get the golden staff. It was a long route, right? Yep. He took a very slow path, but now that he's where he needs to be, we're seeing him actually matter in these team fights. He's able to jump in, he's able to survive, and he's able to output some actual damage. He's able to shred a little bit of what we wanted, but still lacking the range. Team Spirit still does have a problem on their hands. Hijume is able to use these big RWMs. They have some sort of long-range attacker. Team Spirit is going to have to just brute force their way through.
Yep. RP2 also Ice Queen Wand. Now that's a bit of damage onto Kid Bomba.
Yep, bit of damage onto Alec as well. Yazuki, spatial migration of Alterego. Wait, that's forced. Shadow kill on him. Winter Crown coming down as well. Sawa is able to go for it, but Throne of Ruin didn't go on to anyone. Yazuki is still able to escape, and that's Hiko!
Kid Bomba to the back line on top of Nino, and Alec as RP just tries to run away. He gets pulled back.
Onto one shot, doing some damage. It's now Bomba holding it in. Yasuke, that was clearly a mistake from him. Why did he overcommit?
Yep. Now there's so much resources forced out of Alterego. Hijume down also means so much.
Wait a second, he has to flick around. One shot on him. That's going to be Lance from Fair picking him up, and that's him taken down by Sunset Lover. Arfi's finally taken out in the game.
A spear to the heart. Arfi goes down, and the Lord is slain.
Yep.
Team Spirit playing from behind for almost the whole game. 16 minutes in, they finally grabbed the wheel.
Team Spirit and what they were able to accomplish just now was something Alterego tried to do in their last siege, but failed. They tried to take out the mid laner before anything else. Hijume going down meant so much for Team Spirit. You saw Hiko could freely just jump in, dive the turrets, because he'd have an easy way out, knowing that all the other members of Team Spirit are being taken care of, Alterego rather, are being taken care of. And this is all that they need. Allow Hiko to reach those turrets, and it will be an easy way for them to push forward.
No spatial migration. They know there's no Violent Requiem. Shadow kill coming down with the Retribution. It's one shot. Who assassinates Yasuke? Nino, try to what?
Yes, that happened.
Yes.
You are correct.
Yeah.
What is correct? You know, I want to point out something. Yasuke needs to start approaching. If we get to another neutral objective, he's got to approach it differently. He can't be the first engager anymore.
On a ruin. No flicker committed by Bomba. One shot in the mid lane. Able to get the quad shadow on Arfi. Lord able to get the turret down below as the mid lane base turret will fall as well. They are managing these waves proper. Arfi locked in. Lancer Flare bringing it back into Bomba. That's going to be Nino with a miss, a complete whiff. Sawo jumps in again with a passive. Up top base turret going to fall in. Alec. AOG back to the base. Still has his immortality. 3 base turrets down.
Yeah, there's a lot of resources already. Alterego might just be able to take care of this wave, but what about the next waves?
Trouble still has a Raging Sandstorm. We're going to need to watch for the big attack.
Falling Star Moon again. Yasuke! Spatial migration, but no Violent Requiem. He goes back to his set. Oh my goodness, Sawo gets rid of RP now as hit Bomba. It's going to be thrown back into the midst of it all, but there's just no damage. Hijume with RWM Bomba!
It's Kid Bomba against the world right now. He's knocked up, and Sunset Lover one shot comes in.
Does he go for it? It's 3-3, 3v3. Hijume is going to go for the chase. Not able to get in range, and finally Team Spirit calls it quits.
Yeah, Spirit were low. Kid Bomba was low, and you needed him to at least not be low so you could sustain a bit more, prolong a bit more if you wanted to. But also with Hiko down, and with one shot, using up the Quad Shadow and the Ogi Shadow kill already, they had very limited ways to reach and force an end.
Listen, once Kid Bomba's down, once Arfie's down, both teams are like, hey, whoa. Our boys are gone. We gotta back off now, okay? We gotta leave. We gotta chill. Let's take a look at the items, though. At this point, every person has it all. We're just waiting on Sawo to complete the build along with Alec.
Yeah. I guess going back to what we were talking about though, Yasuke changing his approach when there are objectives, I feel like we did kind of float around the idea of him just trying to really work together with Alter Ego in finding those setups and pickoffs, but now that Team Spirit seem to have an easier access towards the hero. They definitely need to change things a bit.
Nino all alone in the bottom lane, able to go onto Sunset Lover. Now the AOG coming down as well. His facial migration will be able to be used onto Sunset Lover, but he has to purify Bomba again with Throne of Ruin, but it only catches the claw. Yasuke! Spatial migration with the winner crown this time, but RP's gonna fall. Yasuki's still able to survive now. Hiko jumps in, but Alec is able to hold him down. Hiko taking low. Hiko man!
Alec tries to move back in, but Kid Bomba's back on the attack. Nino continuing to strike, and Kid Bomba finds another one.
Big shutdown for Nino. Now it's Bomba and Sawo versus 3 of Alter Ego's member. Nino! Over on Sawo he goes. Good healing coming out from him, but Nino has no more damage in his kit, and it will end here.
Okay. Quick Sandguard to save the day, and Alter Ego finally finds the kill on Sunset Lover. Might have seemed a bit too forced, but everything's working out so far.
Still a retribution on Yasuke though, and with one shot gone, Alter Ego are gonna try to steal this, but watch for Kid Bomba.
Oh my god, he's doing so much damage, my guy. Yasuke, oh my god, he got knocked up in the Lord! Kid Bomba! With the Throne of Ruin! Now it's Alec getting away, but Bomba has saved the game. Heck, he might have won the game.
And he's still chasing after more. They find Nino. He's with Sawo. Oh my goodness, Kid Bomba. He's been doing so much.
He's no kid, he's man Bomba.
Big Bomba.
Big bombs.
Big Bomba. Lord still up on the map. Arfie back on the map. So the dynamic duo, the immortal matchup right now can continue. But with Yasuke down, Team Spirit will be able to successfully rush this Lord.
That's a purple buff Alice on Kid Bomba.
Yup. That's don't even need mana anymore. He's just taking everything at this point. Alec has to AOG Team Spirit secure the Evolved Lord.
Even Alice is no joke.
We're so bomb back.
We're so bomb back. Kid is back and he is ready to party at this point.
I can't. I don't know if it's maybe Alter Ego too, acknowledging the fact that they need to change things up a bit, but they try to do things by themselves.
Oh my god.
It's too different.
No, that's
okay.
a taunt in the spatial migration. One shot taken down, Evolved Lord in mid lane. Sawo able to go for the Raging Sandstorm again. Lancer Fair over on Alec. Nino trying to dish out as much damage as possible. Goes on the Sunset Lover Flickering as well. Sunset buys immortality. Hiko and Sawo with a backup already on Nino, but look at the Evolved Lord in the base.
They gotta be able to defend. At the base, Bomba's gonna dash in, get the big stun with the Ruin.
Here we go, Spatial Migration, the Valor Requiem dealing absolutely 0 damage to Kid Bomba. He's holding 4 dudes with the Hell of the Evolved Lord. Now it's them trying to go for the defense. Yasuke with a 2-man Spatial Migration now, but it's no Valor Requiem on hold. Hiko goes in, Bomba. He's only now is he half HP.
He might be able to solo this, honestly.
That's okay.
Back with Sawo.
Valor Requiem with the winner crowd. That's gonna be the immortality down at the AOG. From Alec finds them all. It's still Bomba in the back. It's Hijube is gonna go for the chase. Flickering with a Void Blast over on Sunset, but he buys the winner crowd and taps it in time. Hijube takes him out, and now it's just Bomba and Sawo.
Every single time it's just Bomba and Sawo. Bomba can do it himself.
Oh my god, everyone's low! Alter Ego! They'll have to go back for now! Kid Bomba, when he's full HP, you just cannot force the fights anymore!
You know, yesterday I thought it was YG's fault that the game went 30+ minutes. But let's be honest, it might just be a Team Spirit thing. We're at 23 minutes, and the fact that we have heroes like this on the map just means that they really love Mobile Legends.
Dude, at this point, they're gonna MLBB. Mobile Legends, Mobile
They're
Legends.
gonna BBML.
They're gonna Whatever.
One shot, and Nino. I like that. Bomba Mobile Legends?
Bomba Mobile Legends.
I like
There's
we're
an Outcast
so
song somewhere in there.
more.
What?
I like we're so bomb back more.
Bombat? We're so bomb back.
So bomb back.
Yeah.
He's so bomb bad for Alter Ego. That's the problem right now.
Are you down bad or bomb bad for Alter Ego?
Bomb bad.
Ah,
A little bit of action in the mid.
so
Hit Bomba
that
taking
waste.
it
Where's
slow.
Yazuke go?
RP. Oh, whoa. How are they melting RP down?
All Bomba.
Is it?
They don't know where Yazuke is though.
I wonder what the damage charge is looking right now.
They find
Oh my god.
Yazuke's in a really bad spot.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
find him now.
Yasuke, can he escape? He doesn't have the spatial migration. He pops in the Violent Requiem now with the winner crown. AOG coming down, throwing a ruin from Bomba, and the kill the Sunset Lover. Hiko in the back with about 3 descent. RP goes in for the falling star moon, and now it's a chase into the back line by Team Spirit.
Nino's gonna try to get to the back line as well though, looking for a target, but he's getting shredded down.
He's down, and now it's just RP and Alec. Alec will lose his immortality as he will lose his life next. One shot and Sunset on him. RP's been unkillable in the early game. Now he has 3 deaths, and I think there's one more to come as TS knock on Alter Ego. Space, you can hear Bomba say what?
Say what is right. Arfies probably won't be able to pull a Bomba here. It's him versus the world.
Crimson Beacon thrown back again. Now it's RP trying to hold on. The base wide open, Raging Sandstorm over to RP, but Hiko will go for the base, and Team Spirit takes game number 1.